Okay, a quick little video on how to take the video that you've had of yourself teaching and transform it into a learning module for the rest of us to enjoy. So this assumes that you have already been videotaped and that your videotape is captured on an SD card, and you have gotten a hold of the SD card and now taken it and put it in the SD card slot in this computer, and that's what the video we're going to work from. So the very first thing we need to do is open a program on this computer called Adobe Media Encoder. And if you want to just take a look again, you'll find that under All Programs, and then under the Adobe Master Collection. Scroll down a little bit, and there is Adobe Media Encoder. Click on that. And basically what this does is it takes the video from the format in which it was filmed and turns it into one that's easier for us to use in the program we're going to use to make this tutorial. So first thing you're going to do is add the video to this list of files to be encoded, and you should be able to navigate right to your video by clicking on the computer, and then down under devices with removable storage. I don't have the SD card in this computer, but you'll be able to see the SD card listed here. Just navigate to your video and then double click it. For our purposes, I've actually created a little video here on the desktop. I would just click on the sample. It comes in as a kind of an MPEG file. I would double click on that, and then you notice that it shows up as under the list here of videos needing to be encoded. Just to be sure that I'm exporting it in the format I want, I click on the arrow next to Windows and or under Format, and then I just double check that it comes in as a Windows media file. Now if I'm ready to go, I would actually start this queue, and it'll transform the video into a source that I can use. It tells you how long it's going to take and lets you know how it's doing. Okay. Once that's done, I'm going to navigate back over here to a new program called Windows Movie Maker. Now most of your computers should already have on them the Live Movie Maker. We're actually going to use the Windows Movie Maker 2.6. It lets us do a couple more things that we want to do. So I'm going to double click on that. I'm going to go up to File and create a new project. And then just going to get rid of these files for right now, because I want to show you that the first thing we need to do is to import the video. So we're going to go back now and look for the video that we just created. It will be in the same file folder that it came from, or unless you put it on the desktop, which is a great idea. So let's just say I did put mine on the desktop, and I'm looking for it now, and here it is, sample number 1. I double click it. It is brought over to this program itself. It's going to import it. And it's probably going to break it into some pieces, which is fine. Here it is in a couple different pieces. Now they'll play all the same as if we start playing it. You won't be able to notice any difference, but just breaks the video into a little bit easier pieces, kind of bite size. So in order to get this down into the program that we can work with it, we're going to select them all by pressing Control A, and then we literally just pull it down into the video track down here at the bottom of the video. Okay, so there it is down where we want it. Now our next job is to watch the video and look for teaching skills that we want to talk about in our video here. So let's just say that I saw something great right here that I want to talk about. I'm just going to pause this video, and now what I want to do is add a little title that helps me to see, helps the viewer to see what I was seeing. Now you might not, these arrows might all be sort of flipped up like this, which is kind of weird, but in order to see a little bit more, you just click on the down arrow so you can see what's going on. We want to click on the down arrow next to the Edit Movie because we want to add a title here so that we can alert our viewers to the teaching skill that we want to talk about. So we're going to click on Make a Title or a Credit, and you get a number of choices here, but the one that we want to pick is probably the easiest to make the point for us. We want to actually add a title on the selected clip in the timeline. So right exactly where you saw the teacher skill that you wanted to. Okay, so we've got the window open that helps us make the title. Now we just have to write down what it is that we want our viewers to see. So let's just say that I noticed a teacher skill of asking really good questions. And so I type that in here. And then maybe I want to give a little bit of information on, a good question consists of whatever. Or I want to identify the good question that I asked here. And so I would just write a little bit about that. And then if I want to, I can add some effects for this movie. I can have it come in a really interesting way. I can change the text font or the color of the text as it comes in. You can do a lot of that stuff. Once I've got it the way I'd like it, I just click done and add title to the movie, and sure enough, there it is. Now, if I want to double check to be sure that it did what I want, I just push the movie back a little bit, start it up again, and then when that comes up, there it is. So I've got the skill highlighted and a title right over the top. Nice. Once you've got the video the way you want it, make sure you save it, first of all, as a project. And make sure you take just a little note of where it goes. The default is that it saves it to my videos. And then once you've saved it as a project, you also need to save it as a movie file so that it can be exported to other places. So now we're going to save it somewhere again. And here now it's going to save it to the desktop. Again, just look at where it's saving it so that you know where to get to it. It might take a little bit for this to actually be created. But we're going to wait until this movie gets created, and then so this is going to take a couple minutes. Once that happens and you've got it done, you can either zip up this file and upload it to the Dropbox, or you can try to email it to me directly through the Whisk Mail. Otherwise, that's it. That's the tutorial for how to create a Windows tutorial out of a little bit of video of you teaching. So enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay.